Are you having a hard time with knowing what to post for your business on social media or a difficulty with being consistent with the type of content you are posting? If you can relate to that, then you may be missing out on knowing your marketing focus. And one other key that is going to help you, and we'll get into that further in the episode. So, welcome to the Kingdom Female Entrepreneur Podcast, where you will be equipped to build, brand, and market your business with kingdom frameworks and strategies. I'm Kimberly Woods.
And I'm Jenna Shriver.
And we are honored to serve you. So, let's dive into social media marketing and what you need to know to gain clarity on what to post and how to have consistency not feel so hard. Because I don't know about you, but when you feel like you don't have clarity, the consistency part can really feel difficult. Do you feel like that, Jenna? Like,
100%.
yeah, because it can kind of, I feel like because when you don't have the clarity, it's not easy to be consistent.
Right.
And I've noticed that even with the Kingdom Female Entrepreneur, that once we got clear on what we're going to talk about today, things got really simple and we always know what to post about and it's easy to be consistent with it because of that. And I think that
Mhm.
you can definitely relate with your personal brand.
Yes.
Yeah, I've noticed
Mhm.
that you getting really clear has allowed you to just it just seems more simple. Social media does, right?
It does. It brings a
Yeah,
lot of ease to it.
it does. And so I
Mhm.
think this is a big key that um, many entrepreneurs are missing out on. And it was something that we were missing out on until we
Mhm.
got figured this out and got clear. And we're like, oh, these. So the two things that we're going to talk about today are big areas that we believe is going to help you because it's helped us not only in the Kingdom Female Entrepreneur, but it's helped Jenna and her personal brand, and it's helped me with the businesses that we have. So that is three different places that we've seen that, oh, this actually brings clarity. So
Yes.
we are going to dive into social media marketing and two things that are going to help you get clear. So let's start with having a marketing focus. I don't know if you've ever heard that term, like you need a marketing focus, but it is the part of your business that you're marketing. And it sounds so simple. It's like, oh, it's the part of your business that you're marketing. This could be your business as a whole, a special product that, let's say, a sale, something you're launching, a service you're launching, um, an event that you're having. All of these fall into where you would set your marketing focus on. And the reason why you need to set a marketing focus is because it's going to set your focus. It's going to allow you to know what to post. So I want to ask you an honest question. Um, and this is really for everyone, is where are you currently with posting to social media for your business? And do you have your marketing focus set? Do you have a plan and know exactly what you're marketing? And I think that that's a question that when you don't have clarity, a lot of these questions we don't want to answer. Have you noticed that, Jenna? Have you
Oh,
noticed
yes.
the shift
Mhm.
in where you are now versus before you had clarity?
Yes.
Of like
Mhm.
when we were presented with these questions, it felt kind of like, ugh, I don't want to go there.
Yeah. It's much like not wanting to set goals because you don't wanna be held
Yes.
accountable
Yeah.
to
If they
fulfilling those
fail
goals.
or yes.
Mhm.
So if that's you, if it's feeling icky with even talking about this area, We're going to help
Mhm.
you because there's clarity for you. And we've experienced it in many ways. And so you want to look at that because you need it. You need a marketing focus. So if you don't have this, it's one of the first things that you need to do before you start posting on social media. Now, there's other things that go into this, and we're going to talk about that. But before you start posting on social media, you need to set your marketing focus. Okay. Um, what are you going to be marketing? Because if not, you're just kind of throwing things out there to fulfill a I need to post.
Mhm.
Anyone else been there?
Mhm.
You wake up, if you don't have a plan in place, maybe you plan your stuff out a week in advance, maybe 30 days. Jenna is a planner out 30 days kind of person, even more probably.
More.
Okay, I do mine per week. It's just for me at the beginning of the week, I set it all. I know what my marketing focus is, but I create and I do everything per week. See, we're very different. So that just shows that you can be different. You have to do what works for you with your posting.
Mhm.
And we both have clarity.
Mhm. I think it has to do with capacity in your season of life too, and how you work best and how you operate.
Yeah, because
Mhm.
I've always worked best this way. Like I've watched I've taken classes and I've done the things that say batch all your content, 30 days worth of content. And it doesn't work for me. I
Mhm.
fail at
Mhm.
trying to accomplish that. And so I had to be okay with that does not work for me.
Yeah.
It works for Jenna because that's how she works. She functions that way. But it's not only her season of life because she has young children at home and she needs to.
Mhm.
I feel like this is a real learning thing right here.
Mhm.
Jenna needs to function that way. God created her with the ability to be able to. That's Jenna's personality. She has a high admin gift. She's high productivity. I know many female entrepreneurs like that. I I am different, and I can do small projects at one time, and I do it. I get it over with. I move on to the next one because he's always given me multiple things to have my attention to, which so I piece it in smaller things, but I also have a different capacity. Um, I was just telling Jenna today, I am really tired today because I had a lot of output yesterday. I We had a um, coaching session with a client together. My family was over, my grandkids, all of that directly after. My day was rushed. I had a lot of output, and I do well with short, small measures of output at a time. And so that's why it does me well to uh, post my content or create my content a week at a time. So you have to be okay with what is good for you. Jenna can her output level is she has a bigger capacity for it. When we have events, Jenna's good for the entire day and then all the way into the night she could go hang out with everybody and all of that. Mine is shorter and she knows that and we function really well together. So
Yeah.
I'm saying all of this because it's o you don't have to be put into a box of looking like everybody else and doing it like everybody else.
Yeah, it's important because it plays into your ability to execute your marketing focus. That's why it's important.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes, it
Yeah.
is. So, I wanna give just some freedom here to find out what works for you, do what works for you.
Yep.
And we are here to help you put foundations in place that allow you to function in what works best for you. Because
Yes.
the foundations, putting foundations in place are going to set you up for success for everything else
Hmm.
because you can build your business upon foundation.
Yeah.
You
And
don't
that's the
have a
beauty of,
foundation. Yeah,
mhm. I
go
say
ahead.
that's the beauty of entrepreneurship is the flexibility to be able to build it
Yes.
around your own giftings and capacity and the way that you operate. So we're so
Yes.
grateful for that.
Yes, absolutely.
Mhm.
So with your marketing focus, it, what are you marketing? Are you marketing your business as a whole, special product, service, event? That's something that you want to know because it's going to allow you to know what in the world you're going to be posting about. Um, your business as a whole is one area to set, and this, would include like your foundational products, your services, and we're going to get into something that's going to help you with that. Um, and then you need to consider, do I have any launches or events that are coming up? And then you are able to add those in. So, um, a marketing focus is something that you're going to look at a lot. It's not just this one time that you set, because just for example, with the Kingdom Female Entrepreneur, we have the business as a whole, which includes our products and services. And, um, but we have our podcasts, we have a free branding and marketing framework. And then we also have strategy sessions, but this isn't a focus right now. It's on our website and we do offer it. There are different things that we are going to be offering with that, but it's not a focus. And that's why, your marketing focus, that it's something that you need to set per, like, what is best for you? Like, do you need to kind of like look at this every 30 days, every quarter? What is best for your business? But with each thing that you're going to add in, like, you have your foundational one set, right? But let's say that with the King of Female Entrepreneur, we decided, okay, it's time for our focus. We're going to focus on strategy sessions. We're bringing those back in. We would need to update our marketing focus with our
Mhm.
with the foundational, the business as a whole. That also, let's say that a an event is coming up, or a sale, or something like that, a special project. You would go back and look at your marketing focus and set that and know, okay, I need to add this in, and this is only for a short period of time. It's not, it's not long term. Your business as a whole is like, that's your long term focus. So you want to go back to it and look at it, and it's so good to have those type of things like written down, and a plan in place. Just like what Jenna was talking about, how like with goals, a lot of, I've heard from many um, female entrepreneurs that don't want to set goals, and they don't set goals because they've had bad experiences with setting goals. And um, we could talk about that another day, but
Yeah,
about
that's a
goal
whole other
setting,
conversation.
it's a whole other conversation. But with this, you want to pay attention to this, and you want to get your foundations in place, and it's going to bring simplicity and ease and clarity to everything else. Jenna, I want to ask you, with your personal brand, I see you having a marketing focus where you have your core content,
Mhm.
and then you add in like special events. Like right now, you have a branding for realtors that's coming up. So, you've added that in for right now.
Yeah.
Um, can
Mhm.
you share just kind of like a little bit behind the scenes of how that works for you?
Sure.
before you start
And
posting.
I think it's really easy for people to see their own business and their own brand inside of my example because it's just very easy to understand and comprehend. It's like for me, I'm a brand photographer and a brand mentor, and I do brand consulting with people. So those are like my core foundational pieces of my marketing focus is to talk about brand photography on the whole, brand mentoring, brand consulting. And then I'm like Kimberly shared, I'm adding in any type of special events or promotions or launches or things like that. So if I've done like a branding minis event for my brand photography, I've promoted that for a season and then recapped it afterwards. And same thing. So this is kind of in the realm of the brand mentoring and brand consulting is this branding for realtors masterclass that's free. And so I'm promoting that right now in order to try to get people to sign up for it. And then once I have that and closer to the time that I have that, I'm going to be promoting a course that I'm launching. So that is something that then I will probably consistently it'll be added to my foundation moving forward after it's ready and launched that will get added in and that'll be in this education realm. So I'll have a new added foundation to add to my marketing focus moving forward once that's ready. Hope that's easy
Mhm.
for people to
No,
understand.
it's so good. Yes.
Mhm,
Yeah, it's very simple. Yeah,
mhm,
so, I love it. My so very similar, and I'm gonna speak towards a product business.
mhm,
So my husband and I, we have Wildwood's soap and we have Wildwood's beard. And we have our foundational focus set, and we have our all of our soap products, and we talk about those. We talk about our beard products. We have those places, and we're gonna get a little. I don't want to jump ahead, but because we're gonna talk about something really special that's going to help you even more. It's going to help you with being clear on with the marketing focus, and what to post about. But then with what we're going to talk about when we get a little further, it helps you just get clear, even more clear on um, what you're posting. So, but with my husband and I, we have all of our products, but those are all of our foundational content. And when we have a sale or a giveaway, or something like that, those are things that we add in, and they're kind of like short lived. They're maybe it's goes for like a couple weeks, things like that. So we have to reassess, like, what is our marketing focus for this, and then it fits into our content and what we're posting, but then it goes away. But just like with Jenna, she has this uh, she has this free master class for branding for realtors, and then she's going to be offering a course. So she's going to have a launch. So that's like the launch period is like it that's the temporary kind of thing. But
mhm,
then but then the course is going to be added into her foundational content, her focus, right?
mhm. Yep.
The same thing with our product business. We have a this campaign that we're going to be introducing, and so we're going to have a launch period of this campaign, which is then going to be in our foundational marketing focus. So I think that can. I just feel like there's a lot of clarity on that of how
Right.
what is foundational, your marketing focus, but then there's things that come and go, and then
Mhm,
some of those things lead to now additions to your foundational focus. So, um, knowing your marketing focus is going to allow you to know what to post on social media. And without it, you really are just throwing things out there. You're waking up and being like, oh gosh, what do I post today? Because you feel like you need a post out there, right?
mhm,
I think that many of us, I won't say all because I don't like to lump everybody in the same place, but many of us have been there. Maybe I've been there,
mhm.
and I love social media so much and I love creating content and all that, that it was I was in like this frustrating place, this tension. And honestly, how we got where we are right now and this clarity and what we're talking about, the things we're talking about is that God created us to teach this. But we started in the tension of it, of there has to be a better way. This is not okay that there is not simplicity to running your business.
Yeah.
God didn't give us these business ideas, didn't create us to be entrepreneurs for there to be such a struggle.
Yeah.
And if you're listening to this, you might be in the struggle. We have been in the struggle. And it is such a frustrating place because you know what you're called to, but it's almost like there's these walls up that you can't get past. And you might take a class and you might do a thing and be like, "Yes, okay, I can do this," and all that, and then you hit a wall again. You're out
Mm.
on your own, trying to do it on your own, after you've taken the class or whatever, or maybe you feel like, "Okay, I got these content pillars down, I'm ready. I can do this." But there's so much more. Scripture tells us we cannot build on a shaky foundation. It is scriptural. It is by our design that God created us to have strong foundations in place, and that is in every part of our life. We build upon him, right? And
Mhm.
in business, we build upon his design for us, which is
Mhm.
him. And so there's many things that in our pursuit for clarity, in our pursuit for simplicity of our own, what we're doing here with the Kingdom Female Entrepreneur, what we're doing in our own businesses, we we found we found frameworks, we found clarity to bring to go, this works. And is it brings ease and simplicity. And we've stepped into it. But he designed us to bring to that's part of our design here is we're going to bring it. And so we have this to give and we give freely to say, hey, there's a better way than the struggle of back and forth, back and
Yes.
forth.
Yes.
There is. So we're pretty passionate about this because this has been our passion that it's like, this is not okay. There's too many female entrepreneurs with these great ideas and businesses, and they are not able to present them to the world and to the people that they're called to serve.
Mhm.
Yes. So we get a little bit uh, excited about this because it's beautiful.
Mhm.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So without it, there is that like lack of confidence in what is going out, what you're posting. Have you ever posted and you're like, "Oh my goodness." It's like, "Whew, okay, I got that done for today."
Oh,
But you're
yeah.
still not confident in it. Yes. We're laughing because we know. We've done it. We've been
Mhm.
there. I can I can't help it. It's just because it's so not okay, and it's so frustrating. Okay. Yes. I love I love hearing your little snicker.
I'm trying to be quiet over here.
I'm trying not to laugh because yes, we all know. You know. If you're listening to this, you know. You know you're here and you know.
It's
You know
relatable.
this feeling. It is. Um, so marketing focus is one thing you need to have set in order to know what to post and have consistency come with ease. Okay. So let's move on to another important piece for social media marketing. And this one has really this I love this one so much, because it's just another piece that has brought so much clarity to what we post here in the Kingdom Female Entrepreneur and with our own businesses. It's brought confidence, which leads to consistency. So, this one I want Jenna to share on, and this is all around your brand concepts. Maybe you have not heard this about this, but it is an amazing piece that I would say you have to have in your business. And knowing these are going to help you with marketing your business as a whole on social media, and it's going to bring clarity to what you are posting. So,
Mhm.
Jenna, would you share what this is
Yeah.
and why it's important with us?
Yeah, I feel to throw a disclaimer out there first before I dive into it. If any of these terms or ideas like are hard to grasp, or you're like, this is new to you, we have a resource for you and we'll share about that later. So just
Yes.
disclaimer first. And so yes, I love that we stumbled upon this. Like I feel like that's what we did. We just stumbled upon it. We're like, oh my
Yes.
goodness, this is such an important part of your brand that we have not really heard people like identify. I think that's the thing. It's like, I think many successful brands operate in it, but
Yes.
maybe they don't know about it or they're just not teaching about it.
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
and it's brand concepts. That's what it is. And they're a part of what make up your brand voice. They're similar to what we've been talking about with content pillars. So I'm sure many people, if you have online business, are familiar with content pillars for social media marketing, but they're different from your content pillars because they are these foundation pieces of your brand across the board. They do play into your marketing focus, but they are more than that. Your content pillars are for your marketing, but brand concepts are what your content pillars should be based on. And they make it so easy to determine what your content pillars should be, where you don't
Yeah.
have to sit there wondering, oh gosh, should I do this as a content pillar in my personal brand? Or should I do this as a content pillar as a business brand? Like, you don't have to worry or wonder about any of them. It sets the foundation.
Yeah.
Uh, brand concepts are the core foundational concepts that are derived from your brand foundation, which are your mission, your vision plan, and your vision statement, your core values, and your products and services that you offer. Now, our content pillars, they can shift somewhat depending on what we're trying to market at a specific time. We can add to them, just like I gave an example where you're building onto your business. You're maybe adding a new product or service or piece of your business, but they only need to change because of a rebrand, redirection, significant growth, or maybe just a change or a pullback. Maybe let go of some things. Those are reasons that your brand concepts would shift. So once you've determined what your brand concepts are, then you can determine your content pillars, your marketing focus, your marketing schedule, and all of it that works around what products and services, events, or message that you are marketing and sharing about.
Yeah.
I wanted to add too, I think that what is so beautiful about this flow, if you are in this flow correctly, is that it just brings such ease to knowing what. So if you have your brand concepts and you move into then your content pillars, it makes consistency easy, which guess what? Makes frequency
Yeah.
easy, because
Yeah.
there's a big difference between consistency and frequency.
Yeah.
And I want to bring some like freedom to that we can get
Yes.
in this, especially if you're a solopreneur, you can get in this place of like feeling discouraged if you're not able to market frequently in certain
Yeah.
places because of your capacity or whatever, or there's many reasons, but
Yeah.
this is the flow. I 100% guarantee it will make all of these things work better if you determine what your brand concepts are, your content pillars will come, the consistency will come, and the frequency will come.
Absolutely. So, so good. Yeah, I yeah, it's changed things completely with um, consistency and knowing what to post, consistency, and then frequency. Because knowing what to post leads to your consistency, and then the clarity, all that clarity that happens leads to the frequency of it,
Yes.
because there's just simplicity and clarity combined.
Hmm.
And Jenna mentioned brand foundations, your mission, your vision plan, your vision statement, your core values, your products and services. It's like those that's at the foundation of your business. There's so much that goes into the foundation. And like she mentioned, we have a free resource for you that is a branding and marketing framework that it guides you through what you need in place in order to build, brand, and market your business. So we
Hmm.
have that for you. We also are going to be introducing something that we're working on, which is a course, and it's going to walk you through. So if you're like, okay, I got this free resource, this branding and marketing framework, and you see, okay, this is what I need in place, and you need the extra help, you're like, okay, well, how do I put this in place? We are so close to launching our course, and it's just going to walk you through. We've used it. We put all those things in place for what we're doing. And we have this, I love it because I brought it up when I was pulling, because I'm going to share what our concepts are, but I brought it up to pull up our concepts. But we have this, we have the KFE, our brand guide, and it's our document that we have everything in order of what our brand foundations are, what our branding is, it's like, and we have it all there. And it's like simplicity and ease with it. And that's what you can build out your own if, going through the framework, but our course will lead you to build this out also. So get excited for that, because it is a resource that's going to be really help you. Both of them, the framework and the course. You should go ahead and get the framework, and you can get it and it's going to be in the description in this video, so you'll be able to pull there. But our concepts for the Kingdom Female Entrepreneur are dreaming and building with God, and this is with the prophetic and the apostolic. And we're letting you in on, like, this is what ours is. This is what we pull from. This is how we know, we set our marketing focus, but this is then how we know what we're going to post within that. So we're not shy about saying we are prophetic and apostolic. We needed to put that down there because it's the way that we talk about dreaming and building with God. Another concept is our brand foundations, branding, and marketing. Collaboration. Jenna and I have this is built on collaboration. This is built on a collaboration story. It's one of our foundational concepts, because we have this unique collaboration experience and story. But through it, we bring honor, trust, safety, bold communication, sustainability, and success. These are all like words that we pulled out, and we're like, yes, our concept is collaboration, but what is it about collaboration with us that happen? And because of our collaboration, what is it impart to others? What is it set a culture for? What does it bring ease to other people to step into? Because we risked on this collaboration, and I think we need to do a podcast episode on our collaboration.
Yeah, let's
because
do it.
we need to, because it is, if you've ever experienced any type of discouragement, or you're even uncertain of how to, maybe you're hesitant to collaborate because you don't know how, or any of those things, our story will help you. And we believe that you can step into some of those things: honor, trust, safety, bold communication, sustainability, success. And then our other concept is community. And there's, with that, there's safety and honor. And we have so many of these things are established from our core values. So that shows you where your core values come in. So your brand foundations are, obviously there's so much we could talk about, but you're going to see that in the branding and marketing framework of what you need. But with your I want to throw this out there. Your brand concepts, because they are established from your brand foundations and your core, and then, your core values, which is part of that, your brand concept. So your core values, I'm just going to go on a little side, little, because I have to put this out there. Your core values, they create the culture that they speak of. Okay. Your brand concepts deliver your core values
Oh, I love that.
through your content, right?
Mhm.
It's one of the ways of how you get it out through your content, because we're specifically talking about social media content today. It's a way for you to deliver. It's a vehicle for them to be delivered through, right?
Yeah.
Because our concepts, brand concepts, because of our core values and because of our brand foundations, which is core values too. They are spoken all the way through, and they end up in our brand concepts, which our brand concepts getting out there allow people to step into dreaming and building with God, having brand foundations, having their branding, having their marketing, stepping into kingdom collaboration and kingdom community.
Mm. I
How
love it
beautiful
so
is that?
much.
Because even the community piece, the culture we've set is that we have a demand on it from the beginning. This will be a safe and honorable community of female entrepreneurs. And we have not experienced anything other than that with the people that come in, the people that participate on our lives, everything, our workshops, because that is a core value of ours. And we set a culture with the Lord to go, what can we partner with you on? And it's established because there is authority to say, this is what will take place here. And your
Mhm.
people get to step into the culture that you set. So these are all really important things that will bring so much clarity to your brand, and is going to help you build a successful brand. It's going to help you. It goes into our mission. It's going to help you build a successful brand, fulfill your entrepreneurial destiny, and bring heaven's solutions to earth, right?
Yes.
And it's one big package, and it's just beautiful. So, um, with our brand, with knowing those concepts, we've experienced clarity, and we believe that you're going to also experience that clarity with it. So I know, like, we really could talk all day long about how it's really helped us, you know, even with our, with Jenna, with her personal brand, having these brand concepts in place. I know that this has impacted your business. And I think
Mhm.
that, because you talked about the marketing focus, but um, would you, because I want to speak towards two different ones, would you speak towards, like, tell us what your brand concepts are?
Yeah. So I think I already mentioned them earlier. It's the brand photography, it's brand strategy as well,
Mhm.
and that plays into the mentoring and consulting piece. And then I'm adding in this is new, so it's not in now, but the education component around branding.
Yeah. And
Mhm.
so have those with that, um, have they allowed you to, like, when you post and when you're posting your content, does it come with ease now? Does it come with, because you know, okay, this is what these these are the areas that I'm posting about. This is the message that I'm sending out there.
Yes. Yeah, it's the clarity which, led to the consistency and then the frequency. And
Yeah.
we all
And I
know if you're marketing, frequency is important. So,
Yes, and I think
mhm,
that we need to be okay with that. I think what can
mhm,
happen is that I think that we throw out things because there's frustration in them, or they feel hard, or we've seen it done in a way that feels icky, or we've felt, maybe you heard somebody talk about frequency and consistency, and it just felt icky. It felt icky, and you're like, I don't want any part of this. And so you just throw it out, right? It's the same thing with that happens a lot with things like the prophetic. We've experienced the prophetic, there's things that maybe weren't done right, but we don't just throw out things that God has for us. And so I will tell you that looking, so I'm just going to use Jenna as an example for her personal brand. Uh, I have watched her brand concepts, this clarity that you have with it, these brand concepts. I've watched your consistency, but I've noticed your frequency
mhm,
with it. And it is, our frequency and our consistency is important. It just is.
mhm,
So let us right now be the female entrepreneurs that have um, these businesses, these brands. Let us, instead of hands off throwing things out and saying none of that matters, that we actually dive into the tension and see things have breakthrough, have like clarity, have a design for you, because in the tension, you can, if there's tension in these areas with frequency and consistency, being consistent, frequency, all that, if you're meeting tension with it, don't back off of it. Don't just throw it away. Instead, move through the tension to what you're wanting to get out of it. Like, tension produces, it births beautiful things. If we had not pushed through the tension and had the conversations, and um, we would not be having this podcast episode right now. We had a break. We had a moment of breakthrough. We've had moments. We've been doing this together, publicly launched for 5 years. And over the 5 years, we've pressed into the tension through each step, and there was an outcome that happened. And each step was beautiful. But this whole gaining even more, like this whole thing that we're talking about right now, we had a moment of breakthrough and clarity when we had breakfast when Jenna came into town. And this was a couple years ago, I think now. Yeah, I think we're going when because she's going to be in town again in May. And yes, yeah, 2 years.
mhm.
Crazy how
It's
two
hard to
years
believe.
goes
It just
by.
feels like last year.
It does feel like last year. But we were having a conversation, and we were just in the tension. of a conversation. And in the tension doesn't mean her and I were having tension with each other. We were having tension over the topic of it's there's breakthrough here and there it's not okay that there's not clarity here. I mean, we were like
Yeah.
diving into all the questions and well, what is this and why,
The
and in that
tension, I
moment,
think, was really between, like, what we knew we were called to do and designed to do,
yes,
and the need that
yes,
we knew female entrepreneurs have, and how to
yes,
bridge that gap. I think that's the
yes.
tension we were
Oh
feeling.
yeah, because
Mhm,
we've we've been developing this for 5 years. We've been talking
mhm.
about this and bringing resources for 5 years about all of this. But in the tension of where we got was like, we know what we're called to do. We know what God's shown us and the need, we could feel the two like going like this. And we needed, okay, well, how do we deliver this?
Mhm.
And God gave us breakthrough and a download. And it's like, this is how. And we looked at each other and we're like, this is it. Do we say yes to this? And we said yes. And then by saying yes, we sat down that weekend the next day at Oxford Exchange in the midst of all these people. And we just started writing it out and downloading it and asking the questions. And then we went home and sat on my couch and we laid it all out. So God can bring you that clarity in a moment. You just have just press through the tension with it. Build out your brand foundations. Set your marketing focus. Set your branding concepts. Get this free download. That's a great place to start. You can start today with it. Um, at, having this focus is going to allow you to not just show up and wing it, you know? Because it's like you hear that, just show up. No, you don't need to wing it. You don't have to wing it. Okay. You don't have to wing it. We believe that God has a better way than just winging it. Planning is always better, even when you feel like you can't or you don't want to. It just is. Um, and knowing those things is going to help you feel settled and it's going to help you just feel clarity in your business. So, to wrap up, we hope that this has helped you and brought some clarity to what you need for the things that you need to put in place so that you know what to post for your business on social media and that you can be consistent with ease and you can have frequency. We've added in that part. Um, you want to set what your marketing focus will be, identify your brand concepts, and then make a plan for what you're going to post. Um, Allow yourself to go there. So, for that extra guidance with what we talked about today, download our free branding and marketing framework. And that's going to help guide you in what goes into building, branding, and marketing your business. And we will see you on the next episode of the Kingdom Female Entrepreneur.